What is up, YouTube? So, I've been finally doing some actual multiplayer. I actually set up a character to go in here. And I'm starting to look at it like, man, I almost got 30 of these coins. We got 3 days left. If I kick it into overdrive, might I be able to actually snag up one of these rings? Now, at first, I wasn't looking too good. But, after I actually set up Nero to kind of quick run this thing, I did unlock dual wield for him today. I'll show you guys just how well he fares here. He's doing pretty good. It really doesn't take much to clear this thing as long as I drop my arc. And it's been nice to see some dead rogues running around. Everybody sporting off their new character. Very nice to see that up in the mix. Oh wow. This thing managed to get off its breath weapon before I could even... There we go. So as soon as I summon this, and it's a good thing I did because my health is looking pretty low. Hopefully we can get some health back off of that. So all in all, not too shabby, right? There's half of its health gone right there. I dropped the second one. A little bit of luck, it should be just almost enough to do him in. And therefore these fights don't really last that long. So as long as I'm just blasting and cruising through this Thunder Chicken like this, just dropping that arc and pretty much two-shotting this thing, I can actually clear this fairly quickly. So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I might just have a chance. I know it's a lot of coins to grind out, but your boy is going on a 100-hour shift. So for the next 100 hours, which is the 3 days that this thing's open, oh look at that! I even got one of the coins right here. That must be a good sign. So we'll have to see if your boy can push it to the limit in the next 100 hours, in the next 3 days, and grind this out. Let's see where are we at in the trading space. All right, okay. I got 34 and a half of these coins. 34 and a half. Really want to make it to 100. This thing right here is phenomenal. This ring is actually perfect for clearing this event the way that I'm doing it, by using a character's S4, because this is going to give you special damage cap plus 1500. So instead of hitting for 12,000, I'd be hitting for 13 and a half, and that would definitely pretty much insta-kill this bird if I used my S4 twice. It would be a done deal. As it stands right now, I can two-shot the bird if I get lucky, if I just hit all max damage, because I put dual wield on him, and obviously his attack went up a little bit. I also did put an item that increases his special damage cap. So this would be another one of those items, right? You could run this as well. This is also giving you strength 60, so it would be very nice to have that specifically for stuff like this, where you're going to spam that special, that S4. Actually, let's take a look at what I did over here. Because you know what, I've always known this guy has had a pretty good S4. I didn't realize exactly how good it was, right? Like, Showdown is pretty damn awesome. It works really well on that bird. What else can I say? So he just got dual wield today. This is still a 52 SC character, right? But at least now he has the Scarlet Blade with the Blue Rose, so he's getting the bonus for having the sword. And the Scarlet Ring, this right here, is really what's been helping this character, fast clear the Thunder Chicken, because this gives damage cap to special attacks plus 2k. So instead of 9,999, I'm hitting for 11,999. If I got that other ring, we're at... Yeah, he would be hitting for like 13,000 damage cap with his S4. throwing that twice would definitely be enough to do in the Thunder Chicken instantly. You might even be able to do the chicken in before it can actually throw its breath weapon. I have managed to do that a couple times. It's weird when the come on now. When the multiplayer map starts, it's kind of hard to describe. It's like there's a little bit of lag there. Sometimes it seems like you get a jump on the chicken. Other times you don't. Even when I was running with Tsukasa, I noticed that sometimes before the Thunder Chicken does its breath weapon, Tsukasa would actually manage to get up to it and hit it with his S1. And other times he would take a few steps towards the chicken and boom, he would already be getting hit by that breath weapon. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. I just don't know how that works. But sometimes I can actually get off the arc and I can drop this guy's S4 before the Thunder Chicken even has a chance to throw its breath weapon. So again, I'm just still kind of tweaking this build out. This is just something that I unlocked for this character today. I can obviously put a different sword on him. It is nice to get the sword and the pistol, like the benefit from having both of them. I was kind of looking at this character's armor, like, why did I even get his armor? Well, I got his armor because there was nothing else to get for him. I guess it's still kind of cool to have his coat. I think that thing does give like 40 or 50 attack, but it's nothing like having a pistol and a sword, since he gets like a bonus to damage cap for having a sword. He also gets some kind of bonus for having a pistol, so it just works out perfect. Honestly, his other paid item probably shouldn't have been a chest piece. Probably should have been some kind of weapon. I'm just saying. Just saying. So if I time this quick enough, come on. There we go. We got the arc off, and sometimes I can actually drop this S4 just like this before this fool even has a chance to breath weapons. Let's see. Yeah, see, just a little bit added to your damage cap will get you to that threshold where you literally can like two-shot this thing, or at least come so close to it that, I mean, he only needs a couple more hits and he's done in. The party can easily take care of that. And then these fights, they take a lot less time to do, right? Like if you can literally two-shot this thing, boom, you've moved on to the next fight. You're getting coins twice as quick, right? Thank you, everybody. See you later. Let's see how many coins we got. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Rinse and repeat. Going through this as quick as I can. Hopefully helping some slower players along the way to clear this thing quickly. So if you guys see me out there, if you want a quick clear, if you want to try to get some coins quickly, join up in my game, yo, because this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be dropping that S4 indiscriminatory and just taking the chicken out in 2 turns. Yeah, bring a Zekas. That'll help. Zekas can just throw his S4 real quick. I dropped my S4. Well, no, Zekas can throw his S3. That firebomb really does a number. Let's see, Lilibet. Lilibet too. If Lilibet can just throw her S3, she can already take a nice chunk of his health out. And then I pretty much just drop my S4 and it is all over. You know, but I've been in some fights where I was running Tsukasa, just messing around with him, trying to mess with the spear style. And I did notice, like, yeah, you're taking 2-3 minutes sometimes to kill the chicken, especially if it gets in that threshold and starts thrashing you around, really messing you up, and you can't do much because you can't break out of the stun, out of getting hit with the lightning. The fight just drags on, and in the time that it took you to do that fight, you could have literally ran it 2 or 3 times and got 3 times as many coins. And I think that's, people are really catching up on that, and that's what everybody's trying to grind out now. 3 days. Hell, I got 70 coins to grind myself. It'd be nice if we could see one of them drop right here. We got a nice full party of 4 people. Right back to my strategy. We got a Zekas here. Maybe he can throw some nasty spell. And we can just wipe this thing real quick. So even if I can get an S4 off, then it instantly triggers its breath weapon. But hey, at least at that point, it's already at half health. The smart thing is to try to skip its threshold. Like right now, there we go. We're done. Boom. Because I know this will finish him off. His last threshold is actually pretty nasty. It's a lot of AoE. It's a lot of... He just be getting fool shook, right? Like, he shakes your character. He just stands there. He can't do nothing. So, yeah, this bird is designed to waste a lot of time and to actually take a few minutes, to clear this thing. But, hey, if we can be smart and we can work our way around that, I might actually be able to grind out 70 of these damn coins if I can get through every run in 20 seconds. I mean, it's starting to actually sound pretty feasible to me. Now, I'm not saying anybody can do this. This strategy of mine is obviously involving a UR arc, right? But if you want to, make this quicker for yourself, I mean, you can see the rooms that you're jumping into people with. You can see what arc they have up. Obviously, if somebody has this arc up, they're probably going to try to use this strategy to quick kill the boss. That might be the room that you might want to join. Charge. If you're trying to get a quick run in and you're trying to be as efficient as possible, look for this arc. Because chances are anybody rocking this arc is using this strategy. I could put a different arc on this guy right now. I could give him higher stats. I could give him a higher strength. It's not going to let me proc my S4 back to back like that, though. So that's, as far as I can see, the main reason for having this arc out right now is just to drop this. And like I said, this is a 50 SC character. It really doesn't take much. Oh, look at that. We did more than half of his health with just one of those S4s. This one should finish the fool for sure. Nice to see that damage cap. Thank you, everybody. Another Thunder Chicken slain in, what was that, under 8 seconds? Act fast is right, buddy. That's exactly what we need. Cheers, jackpot. See ya. I need to go through and I need to actually manage my stickers, because these stickers now, this is how we communicate with each other. So I'm actually kind of hoping they would let us have more stickers at our disposal. I still want an F-bomb sticker. I think it should be endgame material. We should be able to grind out an F-bomb sticker. I mean, you can even put little stars in for some of the letters. It doesn't have to be profanity. You can spell it Faaakkk. I still want that damn sticker to drop. Yeah, I was going to put Sukasa in here, just for rooms that don't fill up all the way. That spear style, I'm going to do a vid on. It is awesome. Just the power difference that I've seen on my Sukasa, pretty much just by adding that spear style to him, is off the chain ridiculous. The Thunder Chicken's not the best thing to run him against. But hey, it still shows. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can run him. I can bring him. He can beat the damn Thunder Chicken, no problem. He's just going to get thrashed around. He's going to get hit by the breath weapon. He's going to get thrown around. It's going to turn into a 1.5-minute long battle. And your boy's trying to clear these in 8 seconds flat. Like, that's what's popping right now. Matter of fact, look at this. One of these games takes too long to load. F it, your boy's running it. We're going to get to see what what Dante can do. This Dante's actually alright. If there's anything left over after Nero drops his S4, Dante can finish it with his S3. That thing does do a lot of damage. He is currently rocking a single-wheeled build, so nothing crazy. But Nero's been doing a great job. Didn't think I'd have a huge reason to build this character this quick. I honestly thought Nero could ride the bench for a little bit. I was always going to build him just because I like how his kit works. I like the synergy, but he is absolutely phenomenal for this. There we go. Oh, my S4 will just kill it. Oh, and don't worry. We got another one back to back. Jeez, before Dante can even... Well, at least he left something for Dante. So before Dante can even charge up his S4, this thing's pretty much done for. Thank you. That was good work. Props to all the rogues that didn't make it. It's a tough journey. And it is nice to get props on fast clears. Again, oh cool, there's a coin. Again, I'm fully taking advantage of this and encouraging other people to, if you have this arc. If you don't, yeah, there's other ways to do this. You pretty much want to smash your way through as quick as possible. You will see a lot of Lilibets. A lot of Lilibets, they don't have a ton of hit points, but I've seen some of them just straight up using skill charge and quick trigger and just dumping their S3, and the bird pretty much just gets obliterated. Especially, well, obviously she'd have to be dual wielding, but I've seen it quite a lot. Here's one right here. Now they typically just can damn near insta kill this thing. Obviously, if you have a Lilibet that's at 80 SC, you know, I'm sure that Nero at 80 SC could do the same damn thing, especially if I put the right abilities on him and empowered him. He only has ultimate boost 1. I didn't put the second one on him. He hasn't learned it yet. Oh, there we go. Charge. There's one. He's going to use his breath weapon. And then who's the quickest draw in the West? Who is it? Oh, I'm still going to get the killing blow. Hey, that was close, though. That's what happens when you run with Lilibets, man. All they have to do is drop an S3, get some skill charge 3 or some quick trigger to go off. Just one of those S3s will just rock this guy. And we get a cheer. We are helping you, bud. We did help you. You just got a quick run. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing all day. Well, for the next 100 or so hours, however long this event is open. I honestly think that if I just go at it at this pace, your boy just might be able to snag up one of these rings. I have 55 of these orbs to burn. I'm going to be trying to make rooms that are obviously full. You know, clearly when you make a room, you don't want to just run with one person. I just did that for fun, just because for some reason our room was just not filling up and I felt like it was just going to sit there. But yeah, typically you want a full room of people, because then when you're done with your run, you get a bonus drop from every single one of them. You just get that many more chances to get your gold coin. And boy, do we want those gold coins. But honestly, if I get a room like this, where there's 3 people, where we're waiting, to the point where I can even ramble on in a video, then you know what, for the sake of the whole party, I'm not going to sit here for 5 minutes for one more person. We're going to run the damn thing. We're going to clear it in 12 seconds, and then we're going to be looking for another party. So for me, it's all about just keeping it moving. Now, granted, yes, I'm not getting as much as I could for my orbs that I'm using, right? If I'm only running 2 or 3 people, I'm paying my orbs to run that fight. Obviously, I would want 4 people there so I can get the most drops out of it. Oh, this is a nice quick hitting party. They beat me to first blood. But I think I'm going to get last blood. Ha! Jackpot, baby. I just also love his S4. I like the animation of it. I knew it was some decent damage on this guy's S4 when I reviewed him and everything, because obviously he has ultimate boost in there. It's definitely worth it to put the second one on. I don't know, I'm already hitting damage cap easily anyway. But I feel like I probably should have dropped this guy's S4 a little bit more and compared his damage. I'm still overlooking at Tsukasa's S4 damage. I don't think it's going to anywhere touch Nero's. But Tsukasa is built different. Like, I think you're only going to be throwing his S4 when something is broken. It just gives him an extra source of damage for while your enemy's broken. Because Tsukasa is going to be able to break the enemy so quickly with his S3. And probably throw another S3 at a broken enemy and do so much damage off of that. I don't feel like his S4 needs to just have a ton of damage in it, because chances are you've already dropped so much on a broken enemy and you get so many damage bonuses from that S4 is just a little bit of extra damage to just kind of squeak in there before your boss bar recovers from being broken. But I still have to mess around with Tsukasa and see exactly, what can you get out of his S4? Or is it just not even worth looking at? I mean, honestly, I think it's free damage because obviously your S4 stops time, so it stops your brake bar from unbreaking. So it's literally free damage that you can fit into a broken enemy. So I'm going to see if I can take advantage of it on Tsukasa because I've heard a lot of complaints about it, and I can see why. Because right off rip, you don't see a ton of damage coming from it. It's like they've scaled it down to where they know that you're only supposed to throw that S4 on a broken enemy right before they're going to recover from their break, because you can't fit anything else in there. But I've been having a lot of fun with Tsukasa, and especially with that spear style now. I wish actually I was running him around today, but the fact of the matter is, guys, if I was running Tsukasa right now, we wouldn't be clearing this run and getting none of these gold coins. We wouldn't be clearing these in 15 seconds flat, right? Like, Tsukasa, it's not like the Thunder Chicken can kill him, but it can bounce him around, it can throw him around, and it can make that clear take 2 minutes. Just think about that, guys. 2 minutes for a clear. I mean, if we're clearing it in 15 seconds as opposed to 2 minutes, I mean, how many games can we get in as opposed to just one clear in 2 minutes? We're talking running it 5 or 6 times instead of just once, especially when the stars align and your party fills up quick. Boom, just like this. We're going to be out of here in 12 seconds. Tsukasa would have still been fighting with the damn thing. Don't get me wrong, it would have been a great fight. I had a recording that I scrapped, but I was actually running Tsukasa on some of the harder content, testing out his spear ability. It is off the chain. I absolutely love it. It brings a lot to him. Maybe I'll have to re-record that one. Oh, man. Oh, I was also going to do a funny... I was gonna do a funny video addressing the little hate mob that I had in Discord. It was adorable because I actually took the time to talk to one of them and gave them some of my time to figure out like where I was going wrong with my videos and to see if they can enlighten me. And like the best they could come up with was, I don't agree with your opinion. And I'm like, cool. But you're talking to the source, so bring your A game. This is like Baki fighting his dad. Bring the best shit you got. What is it? Well, I don't agree with your opinion, so I'm going to shit all over you. I'm like, okay. Bro, you can go make videos, and guess what? I wouldn't shit on them if I didn't agree with you. And then it was pretty much like, well, why don't you go talk to these other 4 people? And I'm like, why? So they can come with the same weak-ass argument you did? Oh, I mean, I at least took the time to try to see what the haters were about. Maybe there was a valid point there or something, but it was absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to waste my time on troll talk. Even though, for real, guys, on a real note, your boy does have, like, real-life haters. And I do have one of them out there he's a frenemy of mine. He's petty AF, okay? And the reason I bring this up is because I'm going to tell you right now, it has already been told to me and my family that not only is this individual going to troll the shit out of my YouTube, they're also going to stir up as much shit as humanly possible. I was told this. My family was already told this about it. So it didn't really surprise me if there's somebody running their mouth in Discord or something silly like that. Just because I know who's lurking out there. Like, frenemies are the best, aren't they? Aren't they? Oh man, especially when you have some respect for them, but on the other side, they're still terrible people trying to do you dirty, and you're just like, what are you gonna do? Oh, look at that, we didn't get the kill here. So yeah, guys, just so you know, I got real life haters to deal with, so don't get it twisted. If you see something, it might just be some asshole that knows me in real life just trying to stir the pot because they got nothing better to do. It is what it is, so I figured I'd let you guys know, since it has been getting back to me that, oh, Discord this. Funny thing is, I went in there and I was actually seeing things from my channel, like comments being left on my wall, just getting ported over to Discord. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, for reals? But pretty much the only the only suggestion I got was, well, you're spreading misinformation because I'm making videos on characters right when they drop. I should wait till the character's at 100 SC and then make a review on it. I'm sure you guys would love that, right? Like, out of this whole channel, I would have 3 videos that I can review because I have like 3 or 4 characters up to 90 SC. That would make so much content for this channel. I don't even think these people realize what they're saying. Because they set up an unreasonable claim and then they have to cling to it for dear life. Like, I asked this dude, I was like, have I lied about anything? Well, no, you're not lying, it's misinformation. They're like, dude, you're talking about my opinion then. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but just about every damn video I make, I literally say IMO. This is just my opinion. I think this is cool. Because God forbid I would get crucified over my opinion. And you've all heard me say that. The funny thing is I actually have to say that because there are people that, you know, I've honestly talked to 2 of the people in my little hate mob. The other person actually at least had the balls to confront me and pretty much was like, you misinform people about V, so that's it. You're done. You're not allowed to make videos anymore. You need to stop. I was like, wait, what? Wait, you're allowed to have an opinion, but if I have one, I need to be stopped? I was like, that type of absolution has never served any people any good. Okay? Like, everyone's entitled to an opinion. If you don't agree with it, go make your own channel. I even told the guy, I was like, look, I wouldn't even diss on your video. Just because I, actually value the time that people put into making any sort of video, any sort of art. I do have a newfound respect for content creators. Knowing what they have to go through, knowing that every single thing you make, you're going to get judged on. And that becomes very hard to do when, you're releasing a video on a character that's only been out for 3 hours. People are going to try to nitpick shit to death. The funny thing is their main argument is that I'm misinforming people. Guys, I ask for help. I literally make videos asking for help. Like, let's figure this out. Like, I'm not out there trying to assert knowledge and my expertise, and I've never once said that I am a pro at this game and that I know how everything works. I'm out there trying to figure it out. I'm asking questions. Anybody that's been around the channel, so it was just ridiculous hearing this, and I'm like, dude, you're wasting my time. I actually gave you a chance to enlighten me. Like, I talked to you in a private chat so that I didn't have to embarrass you in front of everybody in Discord, because I get how people are. Nobody wants to be wrong. But it's like, dude, the best you can come with is you don't agree with my opinion. So what? Off with my head? Like, that type of thinking. I almost remember kind of talking to him like a concerned family member. Like, are you sure you're all right thinking like that? Like, it's cool for you to have an opinion, but I can't have one. You have to attack me as a person. So I did actually try to be a good content creator and see what the problem was, and there was no problem. It was just troll talk. That's the best I can figure, because none of it really makes any sense. Oh yeah, the suggestion I got was wait till characters are fully built before you review them. Like I said, at least the other guy had the balls to confront me and just tell me that I shouldn't be allowed to make videos, period, because I told people to build V like a maid, which is what I was doing. I could see if I was actually misleading people and telling them to build him a certain way while I was building him a different way so I could have the most powerful V in the game, or some stupid petty ass reason like that. Yeah, I could see how that would be an issue, but I was honestly just showing people how I was building mine. And really, if he has a 1-to-1 stat ratio, why wouldn't you take the intelligence way there first? That way you're not limiting yourself on spells you can cast along the way. Regardless, my information wasn't even wrong. And I actually, people don't realize how much work went into fact-checking anything about V before putting anything out on him. And I had people tell me, literally other content creators, like, yeah, I didn't make a vid on him because he was so sketchy looking. It was so weird. So just for me to figure out he had one-to-one stat scaling, I had to confirm that at multiple sources. Then I wasn't even sure. Like, part of me wanted to take that video down. Like, I jumped through all these hoops to make sure that what I'm bringing is as accurate as possible. And if anybody calls me on anything and you're right, I will give you props. So these little haters of mine, I guess the conclusion I came to is, you guys are just literally talking shit to talk shit. You're trying to be part of the problem, because if you didn't like anything I said in any of my vids, you should have just went to the video and left a comment and corrected me. I would have given you props, right? A lot of times I'm asking questions about these things, not trying to spread false misinformation. So at that point, I ended it by just being like, dude, thanks for, letting me confirm that this is nothing but troll talk. And of course, the dude's like, well, you should go talk to these other 4 people. And I'm like, dude, no, I shouldn't. Like, you guys have been talking crap about me. And the best argument you can bring to the table when I bring you to the source itself is, well, I don't agree with your opinion. I was like, do you honestly think any of these other people are going to have anything better to say than that? If they did, you could have borrowed one of their arguments. You could have regurgitated whatever you wanted to, but the only thing you can bring is, I don't agree with your opinion. You shouldn't be allowed to have one. So it's unfortunate. This was just me addressing the small little hate mob I had. It's like 4 or 5 people, no big deal. Probably one real life hater in the midst of it. So in case you guys see that going around, that's the backstory on that. Of course, I don't trip. I see it as a sign of success. It's actually kind of funny to me that these people would get so mad over me just having fun making videos. Again, I don't charge anybody for my time. This is all for free. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to sell you ad revenue. I'm about as real as it gets over here. I'm just trying to play the game and have fun. So, this is what I'm going to be doing today, and I will see you out there, folks. If you see any of these rooms that I got open and you want a quick run, hurry up and hop on in. Peace, everybody.